Alright, so Death on the Nile. This review's a little late, but I thought I'd put my thoughts out about this movie. This movie has really taken its time coming out, whether it is viruses or really controversial actors for a lot of people. I was kind of excited for this movie. I didn't have extremely high hopes for it, but I was anticipating it, and I was for sure going to see it in theaters, and it was definitely exciting. I haven't seen Murder on the Orient Express, by the way. I just wanted to point that out because I know there's a lot of comparisons being made to it, obviously, because this is its sequel. It's the same main cast member, same director, same writer, everything. This is a sequel to that, and I just haven't seen the first one, and I didn't feel like I needed to see the first one. So if you feel like you need to see the first one, you don't. Kenneth Branagh is really great here, and I absolutely loved his character. I loved the sort of narcissism and comedic talent here, but I also really liked the mystery aspects that come off here very well. I loved learning about his character and watching his relationship with the supporting cast here, especially Tom Bateman's Book, who is his sidekick. A lot of the reveal scenes and the investigative scenes were really cool, and I loved watching Kenneth Branagh do that because he does it very well. The supporting cast here is great. I can't really pick them one by one off because I don't want to spoil anything, but it's just all in all, it's just a great cast, and seeing them all work together and everybody trying to figure out who is doing the killings was very cool. The mystery is very well layered as well, and the way things play out is very interesting, and I went in with no knowledge of this. I think I saw one trailer in the theater, and I was barely paying attention, and I was very engaged throughout the final act as everything is sort of revealed and more bodies start to drop, but man, this movie takes forever to start. There is a lot of setup, and I was just waiting for a death to happen, but when it finally ramped up, and I saw it with a friend, and me and him were really bored throughout the first 40 minutes, and kind of concerned that nothing was going to happen for a long time, and that there was going to be like one death, and the entire rest of the movie was just going to be him trying to figure it out. But once the first death happens, it just starts ramping up, and the kill count gets higher, and the mystery starts to ramp up, and it was just very great. And on the one hand, the reveals are shocking, but I sort of felt like we had seen them before. We get a big reveal at the end, and I sort of felt like it was recognizable and that I had seen it in a different movie. Maybe that was just me being weird, but I swear I've seen something similar to that. Also, some of the characters here were kind of underdeveloped and wasted. I said that the actors were really good. I didn't say the characters were. I thought some of them just had nothing to do compared to others, and that was kind of disappointing because there were some actors who were definitely wasted. The cinematography is really great here at the beginning, but it does sort of have a fake feel to it after a while because of the way they shot it on digital, and it begins to feel pretty lifeless after a while. Around the beginning, I was very impressed with the cinematography, and then it was just the same shots over and over and over again. A lot of panning shots of just pyramids over and over, and it becomes kind of stale and lifeless, and you start to just not care. But the production design here is very well done, and I was impressed by that because this is a period piece, and I thought they did that well. I don't want to nitpick, but there were definitely a lot of logic problems in the way of some of the killings and sort of how everything lines up, but I am aware that it's nitpicking. But if you're like me and you're like my friend, you're gonna notice them. I didn't really feel like anything special was in this movie, but it did have some great elements to it that I really enjoyed for sure. I think I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10. I had a fun time with this. It was something to sort of take my mind off everything. It got me invested once it actually started to get into the main meat of it, and I enjoyed it. I'd recommend seeing this if you have the time, but I wouldn't try to fit this into a busy schedule. As for upcoming stuff, I've got an Uncharted review coming very soon, as well as some other videos. Be sure to hit the notification bell so you're getting notified whenever any of this stuff comes out. Stay tuned for some more videos coming soon. Be sure to like and subscribe, and see you guys.